St. Joseph Services, inspired by the vision of St. Vincent de Paul, St. Joseph Services educates adults and youth, and we help to develop their talents and values and to strengthen their communities. Off the bat, I would say that St. Joseph Services began with a mission or a desire to empower or to accompany people, not to rescue, to save, or any of those type of things, but to actually come alongside a person and help them to realize their potential so they could reach where they wanted to go, the goals that they had. But I learned that basketball was a carrot. When we go back to the mission of St. Joseph Services is to develop these youth, to educate them, to mentor them. And so you can't do that just by walking in and saying, well, I want to educate and mentor you. I want to empower you. That doesn't work. I learned that you have to actually play. You have to actually get involved and play and show your vulnerabilities, and that way they get to know you. And really, I learned that you really get to know a person competitively. When you're in competitive sport or something like that, you actually get to know the real person and who they are.
You know all your friends from the neighborhood, and it feels good that everybody get together and play ball together, It's easier. It's like once you and another person got the same love for something, you share love for something, it's like easy to talk to that person. And we don't even got to be talking about basketball, but it's easy for us to come together just off the strength of what we do, what we love to do. I talk to them about school, what they're going to be doing in school, and you got to do school before you do basketball. This you got to worry about first, because you don't got the grades. You can't do this, and exploring the options and what college they want to go to, and telling them to stay out the streets, all that type of stuff.
I'm one of the lead mentors for the community center. I've always been a mentor for most of the organizations I've worked for. Since the 2 years that I've been interacting with St. Joseph and their programming with the basketball portion, there are dozens of kids that you see faithfully dedicated to the program and to what they're doing. So of course you see them mature, grow up, and seeing them every week is a plus, because honestly, when I mentor for other organizations, I might get a run of maybe 2.5, 3 months of seeing a kid, and then he's in jail. Unfortunately, he might, lose his life. But when you have any kind of programs, when you're dealing with inner city youth, if you can go more than 3 to 6 months of seeing them every consistent, that's like a plus.
I've seen the potential locked up in prisons or on the streets, in gangs or in the graveyard. I've seen it where there are individuals who, because they lacked somebody who could guide them or direct them, that's when you see a lot of the incidents that occur, whether they're perpetrators or they're the victims of violence, or whether they're failing out of school, or whether they, don't even go to school. The weight of the expectations for them, especially when I go back to African American males, there's, for somebody to say that he's doing good was, well, I'm not locked up. Well, I've never been locked up. I've never gone to jail. I'm not in a gang, and that means, wow, that's great. That's an achievement, as opposed to in other communities where it's actually completing college or successful career or things like that. So the bar is set low. It's set really low, and I hate that. I hate it.
The streets have been winning for a long, long time. They've been winning for an extremely long time. So it's like now, we got to play against the streets. We got to play at our own game, at our own pace, and shake them up. If we continue to play their game, we're always going to lose. What that means is if I continue to blame everybody, I'm playing that game now. Because now I'm sitting here, I'm not thinking how I can get out of the situation. I'm thinking, it's their fault, it's his fault, it's her fault. I'm not thinking, okay, cool, I know all the stakes against me, now it's time to get up and find another way, find another way, find another way, find another way. It's a real high stakes game because any slip, any fall, it hurts somebody. I've been doing this for a while, me and Jeremy been doing this for a while, and these kids been with us for the whole time. So that means a lot. Like, when our gym closed, we disappeared for like, I don't know, a couple of months. They were right where you left them. They were right where you left them. They're like, come on, let's go. They have our numbers. They call us. Oh, you need something? You come to my house. But if I got anything, you got it. You know, it's never like we're here one moment, then you never see us again. And you know, these are the same kids. Since you guys been here, same kids come. So we're winning. Like, it's not just the basketball they come for. They might say it like on the smaller scheme of things, it's just basketball, but it's not. It's not basketball because most of these kids have the same background we all have. You know, no father, low income, bad neighborhood, bad school. So it's like we eat, breathe the same thing. So we're winning right now. I would think we're winning.
I've been working for St. Joseph Services about 4 years now. 4 years to be in December as the youth development coordinator. So I work with these guys one-on-one, you know. I make sure they be able to come to the gym, make sure pick them up from their home, bring them to the gym, then drop them back off, you know, so it's safe transportation because real is real. Like, our community and our neighborhoods is not the safest, you know. I got in touch with St. Joseph like 16, so I'll come in at around like 1:30, 2 o'clock and play ball. So that's when I noticed Bradley. He was the one, you know, you look up to people like that, like, you know, how could you be so nice? How could you be so generous just to open your doors for us to come play basketball for 2.5, 3 hours? So me and Bradley's bond actually grew because, you know, we built a relationship. He always told me like I seen something in you that I didn't see in anyone else, you know, so he kind of like tricked me to volunteer. He's like, Jeremy, you know, I'll come in. You want to come in next week early, help out with the sign-in sheet or, you know, run the clock for the games and stuff like that. So he kind of prepared me without me kind of knowing. But St. Joseph Services, they did a lot for me, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't say I was just nothing, you know, but they helped me transform from what I was to something higher, you know. They instilled courage and empowered me to do better. If they would never came to the Austin community with Open Gym, I probably don't know where I'd be, honestly. And I think about that sometimes too. Like, I always count that as a blessing because actually it is a blessing.
When I think about Jeremy and DeRay, where they became they went from being the mentee to the mentor. I don't want to say they surprised me, but they inspire me. The work that they do, and you know, they give me a lot of credit, but they have gone well beyond anything that I can do. What I even thought about. I just thought, you know, there's leadership in these guys, and I'm going to help them, and I'm going to be there for them. But to see the men that they've become. You know, it's a sense of pride, and it surpasses anything that I imagined that I would be able to accomplish or achieve. So.